Good afternoon. So today we are starting the class very early. As I have some other schedule in the evening, I had to take up now. Let's start the current affairs. Today is November 22nd, 2015. Let me straight away open the document and start speaking to you with respect to the latest developments. And along with that, I also have some objective type of questions with me, and let's try to answer even them also. So let me open the document first. Look at this. So this is the point that is related to the so-called Kashmir Pandits. During 1990s, the Kashmiri Pandits left Kashmir. So there was the conflict between two different communities during the time. And of course, out of fear, the Kashmiri Pandits, the so-called Kashmiri Pandits, they left that area. And now the efforts are on to get them back again into the Kashmir. So the Kashmiri Pandits who migrated to some other areas in the rest of the country, so they are being asked to come back. For that reason, the government has announced a package of 2000 crores. So this is the beginning. 2000 crores may not be sufficient for the resettlement of the Kashmiri Pandits. But you need to begin. You need to begin at one place or the others. That's the reason why the government has initiated. And if you remember, few days back I was talking to you with respect to the speech that is made by the Prime Minister of India. And the Prime Minister made it very, very clear that for the purpose of, for the development of Jammu and Kashmir, the central government is going to spend 80,000 crores. So this point I told you in the previous class. And the latest announcement of the 2000 crores will be a part of those 80,000 crores. But hopefully, the Kashmiri migrants, the so-called the Kashmiri Pandits, they will come back to Kashmir soon, and there is a peaceful and very harmonious relations will exist between various communities, even those who are present in Jammu and Kashmir. So that is one information. And see here, when I'm talking about the Jammu and Kashmir, so many classes I told you. Jammu and Kashmir is always important for any examination and every examination. That's the reason why this Kashmiri Pandits may also be an issue with respect to our examination. And you just start thinking what best methods the government can do for providing better facilities to the Kashmiri Pandits, and what are the efforts that are made by the government to bring back the Kashmiri Pandits. Now, look at this. The government announced a package of rupees 2000 crores for the resettlement of migrants of Kashmir. This is a part of 80,000 crores package announced by the Prime Minister recently. And last point, only for your information, in the early 1990s, Kashmiri Pandits left this area. Okay, so please remember these points. Now I'll be going further. Look at this. Next question you can see on the screen. I am talking about Interpol. Interpol is located in, you can look at the names: London, Berlin, Paris, and Lyon. So the answer is option D, that is Lyon. Lyon is a place that is located in France. And what exactly this Interpol? Interpol stands for International Police Organization. International Police Organization. This is just like our state police that is working. But if you look at our the state police and their jurisdiction, the jurisdiction of the police is limited. Without the permission of some other state, one state police cannot enter into other state. This is what I told you, I think, in the previous classes. So when within the country, the movement of the police is very difficult for nabbing the criminals. When a person commits a crime in one country and enters into some other country, how difficult, imagine how difficult it for that particular country to nab the culprits. It is becoming very, very difficult. So this was realized long, long back, and in the year 1923, I'm repeating, in the year 1923, there was an agreement among various nations, and the nations have agreed to establish an organization at the international level, and the name has been given as Interpol, International Police Organization. Look at this. When I was talking to you regarding UNO, I told you the strength of UNO is 193. With respect to Interpol, the strength is 190, 190. Meaning almost all the countries which are the members in the UNO are also the members in the International Police Organization, that is Interpol. Now, so the member countries will agree for certain things. What are these agreements, first of all? So the member countries must be in a position to cooperate with each other with respect to the so-called nabbing the culprits. For example, here, so many times in the newspaper you will come across with the words like red notice, blue notice, black notice, green notice, like so many notices you will come across. And who issues these notices? These notices are issued by Interpol, and each notice has got a special and specific meaning. What is the meaning of that? When I speak to you regarding the Interpol, I'll be elaborating the same with you in a very, very detailed manner. Point number one. Number two, why I am talking to you regarding Interpol now? I told you the importance of Interpol, and very recently, the Secretary General of Interpol has come to India. So during the time, the Prime Minister has insisted the importance of coordination among the various nations and supported by Interpol for curbing the terrorism. That's the reason why during the time the Secretary General was also there. He also assured India that Interpol is going to give enough support to India for nabbing the people, right, whom India wanted and who are staying in some other nations. Maybe the people like Dawood Ibrahim. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, and it is expected to happen. Now, that's the reason why this Interpol is there in the news. Let me open the document once again. Please look at the document. Interpol is located in Lyon, Lyon. Kindly remember this. Very frequently asked question in the examination. Next, I have some information for you. Please look at this note, note. The present Secretary General is Jugan Stock. It is the name of the person. Since he visited India, since Interpol is one of the very, very important international organization, hence there may be a possibility of the question regarding the Secretary General, name of the Secretary General. He visited India and attended the Global Focal Point Conference on Asset Recovery. Very, very important. He attended the Global Focal Point Conference on Asset Recovery, and this meeting was held in New Delhi. During that meeting only, he assured India that Interpol would help in nabbing terror suspects wanted by India. It's an assurance that is given by the Secretary General Julian Stock. So now I am going further. Look at this. I think I told you this one already. Just look at the question and answer this. Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. ASEAN Summit in the year 2015 was held in Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam. Answer is C, that is Malaysia. Kindly see here, these are very, very frequently asked questions in the examination regarding the summits. So option is C, that is Malaysia. Now, I am going further. I have one more question for you. You please answer this question. Look at the question thoroughly and seriously. Then please answer this question. In which of the following international organizations India is not a member? India is not a member. I told you already that India is not a member in every international organization. Okay? Not a member. BRICS, BRICS. BRICS, India is a member. Yes, the answer is that is BRICS, India is a member. G7, Group of Seven, India is not a member. APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, India is not a member. India may get the membership at any point of time. India was expecting the membership for quite some years, but so far it did not get the membership. D, ASEAN. Yesterday only I told you in ASEAN, India is not a member. Association of Southeast Asian Nations. So the answer should be obviously B, C, and D, and that is present in option number 3. So obviously 3 should be the answer. Let us check it out. Yes, answer is 3, meaning India is not a member in G7, India is not a member in APEC and ASEAN. Am I clear? Now I am going further. Have a look at this. One second. Now have a look at this. In which of the following countries the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit was held in the year 2015? I think this one we have already discussed. The answer is D, that is Philippines. Okay, now here I have some information with respect to Spain. And what exactly is this? This is the conflict that is between Spain and Israel. See, in Israel, all these areas in Gaza Strip and the West Bank, so lots of conflicts are going on, ethnic conflicts are going on for quite a long period of time. And some other countries from outside, they always try to extend their support to the people who are suffering. That's the reason why on humanitarian grounds, some of the countries have started giving the support. That's a very, very common thing. But unfortunately, what happened some years back, when Spain tried to provide humanitarian support to some of the people in the West Bank and Gaza region, during that time, Israeli forces they have attacked one of the ships and some of the people have died. And basically, these people are the humanitarian ground activists. So these people must be given respect and they should be provided with the security. And unfortunately, Israel took this in a wrong manner and these people were killed. That's the reason why. So one of the courts in Spain has issued the order that Israeli Prime Minister has to be arrested. Whenever he lands in Spain, so he may be arrested, and Israel said that, so this is a matter which is a very, very serious one, and they said that by talking to Spain, we are going to settle it down. I'll show you some more points so that you can understand the background of this issue in a very clear-cut manner. Let me open the document, but remember the issue is between Spain and Israel. Okay, look at this. Spain issued arrest warrant against Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu What happened? What is the background? In the year 2010, it was a Freedom Flotilla attack. So this is one of the ships in the fleet. Israeli security forces attacked Freedom Flotilla aid ships in the year 2010, which was trying to reach Gaza. Kindly look at this: Israel, West Bank, Gaza. Look at the map. So Israeli forces have attacked this particular ship, which is basically meant for aid. Look at this. Mavi Marmara ship, the main civilian vessel in a fleet of six. Altogether, there were six ships, and in that one, Mavi Marmara ship, this is the civilian vessel, meaning it is carrying the people. And it attempted to break an Israeli blockade on Gaza Strip. It wanted to break the corridor and it wanted to break down and it wanted to enter into the Gaza Strip. The six ships were carrying 500 passengers, humanitarian aid, and construction material. Israeli Defense Forces stormed the ship in which nine human rights activists have died. That's the reason why it was taken very seriously by Spain, and the Spain court has issued a warrant to Israel Prime Minister. And what is the name of the Prime Minister? Benjamin Netanyahu. Am I clear? Next, I think this question has been repeated. In which of the following countries APEC summit took place? Just now we have seen. Answer is D. Right. Now look at the last question. Answer is there very clearly in front of you. In which of the following international organizations India is not a member? SARC. Yes, we know this. India is a member. BRICS. India is a member. G20. We discussed enough. India is a member. APEC. India is not a member. Am I clear? Now, yes. So that's all for the day. I'll stop current affairs at this stage and I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the evening. Till then, I wish you all the very, very best and have a fantastic weekend and enjoy Sunday. And I thank you all for being with me this afternoon. Take care. I wish you all the very, very best and see you tomorrow. Thank you.